Imperialdramon versus Rapidmon X-Antibody. Who will triumph over the single match? Let's get into it. Imperialdramon does start off with that Wormmon in the back. Hard playing that Vmon searching. That sucks when you play a card and then it searches the option cards that you can't pick up. That's what makes the training cards really good, is that you're just able to get any card of that color. But yeah, that could have been a big hit seeing that option go underneath. Now the Terriermon does play a Terriermon. I still love playing this Terriermon just because it searches 4 and you could just get any dual color Digimon if I'm not mistaken, and a Henry Wong. So you kind of get 2 cards for 1. I do talk about in the deck profile that I do have for this Rapidmon, so if you guys want to check that one out, you guys can. This Imperialdramon deck profile is also up if you guys want to check that one out. But here we go, Digivolving to a Stingmon now, into an XVmon. Now the end of turn will allow you to DNA, gaining 2 memory from both of the champions when you would DNA. Blah blah. And here we go, bam, Digivolve, draw, and now here we go with the 1-2 memory. And now the new Imperialdramon gets to suspend all your opponent's Digimon that have as many or fewer Digivolution cards as yourself, which is awesome because now suspend the Terriermon, swing over, you have piercing from the Stingmon, and you have jamming from the XVmon. It's just nasty. And you unsuspend 1 attacking once per turn if you don't get to suspend a Digimon. So now swinging with that double check. And you kind of don't mind if you leave the Imperialdramon unsuspended, although here they're going to Digivolve into the new Imperialdramon, because if you leave a level 5, you have the new Ace, so if they swing over it, you just blast, and that Imperialdramon Fighter Mode Ace has 13,000. That's quite a heavy high DP for that card. Now the Imperialdramon does unsuspend by suspending a Tamer. Here we go, that Rapidmon from BT8, I believe, around there. Suspends a Digimon for every Tamer you have. Does not suspend Tamers. For every Tamer you have, I think it's up to 3 only though. And then they get minus 6,000 DP, so now that Imperialdramon Dragon Mode does have 6,000. Oh lord, here we go. Rapidmon X, Digivolve for 4 over Rapidmon. This Rapidmon X, when you Digivolve, you get to suspend all your opponent's Digimon, and then you get to attack. So it does have a pseudo blitz on it. Now it swings, and then when you delete a Digimon by battle or DP reduction, there it had like minus 10, I believe. You'll gain 2 memory, so there the Rapidmon will leave the Imperialdramon player now at 2 memory because it will gain 2 memory with the piercing from the Terriermon X-Antibody going through, hitting that Dino B, gaining that 2 memory, passing it over to Imperialdramon, into that Demi V, back up into Wormmon, dropping that Vmon, revealing 3, adding a Davis in name and a Digimon card with Imperialdramon in its name or free in its text. Not text, but it's, you know what I'm trying to say. And it's, yeah, it's gonna bother me now. And its trait, there you go, right? Now we still got this Rapidmon here. That Henry does give memory if your opponent has a Digimon. Now we swing. So now this Rapidmon X, since it has a Rapidmon, if it has a Rapidmon or X-Antibody in its sources, when Digimon suspend, you give a minus 4,000 DP. So if this Vmon would swing, it would just get deleted. That's what makes the Rapidmon X really good. It just sucks that it does not have protection like the Magnamon X does. Now here the Wormmon is picked up here. Still really do like this Wormmon. Lotmon does Digivolve in the back. And that option card that got checked is what played the Vmon out. Option card went to the hand as well. Now we move up to Wormmon, going to Stingmon for 2. We do have 3 bodies, but like I said, if they swing, they get to minus 4,000, so would not be beneficial here. We Digivolve for 2. Now end of turn, should be able to DNA again, gaining 2 memory. And we are DNAing into the Imperialdramon again, so now the Rapidmon will be unable to unsuspend until the end of their turn, since it has less. Now they do swing here. Now the thing with this is that the reason why it works, oh, the blast. Does blast, so now suspends 2 bodies and they do not unsuspend until the end of the opponent's turn. However, Imperialdramon effect is still active, so that Megagargo cannot unsuspend. Therefore, the Imperialdramon does still check, and it has jamming, but now it doesn't have the minus 4000 DP. The Vmon does get suspended from the Megagargo Ace as well, dropping the new dual tamer, leaving the Rapidmon at 4. Megagargo cannot still unsuspend until the end of turn, and Henry does give a memory. Digivolve for 2 into the Gargomon, reduce it by 1 with the Willis when you do Digivolve, so now you're back at 4. Now this Gargomon does Digivolve into a Rapidmon for 3, leaving Rapidmon at 1. When Digivolving, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, and now it is at 4000 DP. And Rapidmon is going to swing over that EX-Vmon. Rapidmon is such a good card, especially against like armor. In this case, if the Imperialdramon, now they can't blast, right? They can't go into that fighter mode Ace because they got de-Digivolve to a level 4. And not to mention the Rapidmon does have protection here since there is green tamers on the field. The only way to get rid of that Rapidmon is by battle, so it cannot be bounced or deleted by effects, if I'm not mistaken. And now the Megagargomon does have reboot on the Imperialdramon's turn, so now it does unsuspend, and now we got an active blocker on Rapidmon's side with the Rapidmon that has protection, just not to battle. Wormmon is played from the tamer here. You can play a Vmon or Wormmon at the start of your main phase. Wormmon is played. Now Wormmon on play, you get to Digivolve into an insect or a Digimon with free in its trait from the trash, and when you do, you reduce it by 1. And here we go, just like that, with DNA all over again. This Imperialdramon is so much more consistent so far as the DNA aspect of it. And yeah, because before it's like you can't, you needed a piece, you need that, or like you get rid of the Imperialdramon, all your sources go away, but now partition helps you with that. So this is really nice. Now this Imperialdramon would bounce to 6000 DP or less, but everything on the other side has more DP than that. Dual tamer, strip 3 sources. We do strip that Rapidmon, so now it does lose the DP that it has while it's suspended. So now it's back at 7. Now here the Imperialdramon could swing and suspend the Gargomon with the Wormmon inherit, but we're just gonna blast instead. Bounce the Megagargo. That's interesting. So now we're gonna have the overflow, gain 4 memory, go back to 1. Wow. See, this could have been game if they were to swing the Imperialdramon, suspended the Rapidmon. However though, if they were to blast, then the Imperialdramon would have gotten deleted over that Rapidmon. But now it's really difficult to swing over blast from the Rapidmon because Imperialdramon has 13,000 DP. Megagargo has 12, so even if the Rapidmon was to blast, it was going to get deleted. That's actually nuts. Now the Imperialdramon does unsuspend end of attack, and then now the Rapidmon has no security. Does start off hatching that Gummymon, go up to 4 with the Henry since there is a Digimon on the field, Digivolve into Terriermon in the breeding, and here we go. Option Double Typhoon is trashed, delay effect, play a Terriermon, Terriermon is played, and now we do have a Gargomon in the trash, so are we gonna see Warp Digivolution here? We got Rapidmon, and there's the Gargo. Okay. So now you got your 2 sources. This Henry lets you tuck in a Gargomon and a Rapidmon from your trash into one of your Terriermon, Digivolve into a Megagargo for 4, and also give it Rush. That's nuts, because now we have 2 sources that gives 1000 DP, so now that Megagargo is going to be at 14,000 DP. Now you're going to be able to swing over the Ace, gain memory back, unsuspend from the end of attack. Those tamers cannot unsuspend until the end of the opponent's turn. Oh, and you trash one from the Rapid when you delete a Digimon by battle. End of attack, it does unsuspend there. Now do you swing or do you keep the balls to the wall? Here we go. Does swing, hit a Vmon. Now the Imperialdramon is sitting at 1 security. And actually, you know what? I forget, the Megagargomon has reboot. So usually you just want to swing, right? You just swing once, unsuspend, swing again. You have reboot anyway. It's such a good ace. It really is. Terriermon is dropped, and now Digivolve into the Rapidmon starter deck which is a blocker. So now Rapidmon has 2 blockers out, and the Megagargo does lose the DP. It does, if it were to block, it does get it anyway, because then it's suspended, so we'll get 2000 DP, jumping it back up to 14. Now, what's this Imperialdramon gonna do? We do Digivolve for 2 from that XVmon. There was no Vmon or XVmon to play, and now option card is played a Stingmon, and now you can DNA, which this option is so nuts, because even if you don't have the end of turn DNA, you just play that option card, then you're able to DNA. Now all those Digimon suspend and they can't unsuspend. Oh my. It did pass turn though, that sucks, and they would have gotten the memory from the XVmon, but it would have left them at 1. It wasn't enough memory anyway. If that tamer was unsuspended, then it would have gained the second memory. Yeah, this could have been different with that memory right there. Oh lord. Oh my. Rapidmon -6 after the Digivolve from the Rapidmon level 5. Rapidmon is nuts. Rapidmon is nuts. Reboot does happen here. Now we still have 1 blocker here. Oh man, that Mega Death. That would have been clutch right now against that Megagargo. Get that memory back. You would have used it for 1. But then what? You still need to get rid of another body anyway. So the Vmon is Digivolved into XVmon for 2. Go to 1. This is the end of turn, so oh, here we go. Play for 3, that's Stingmon. When you have a blue Digimon in play, reduce it by 1. So now it's play for 3. End of turn, DNA. Gain a memory from the... Oh yeah, this is going to put him at 0. The Tamer's going to give you 1 memory. Then the XVmon's going to give you another 1. You suspend the Tamer, now you get to trash sources. Trash 3 from the Megagargomon. Here, we're assuming we're going to trash the DP ones and the Rapidmon. Henry doesn't really do anything for it. And bounce Rapidmon to level 4. Wow. Now, man, if it was other Imperialdramon, this would have been GG's. Yeah, this definitely would have been GG's, because even if they blasted, they wouldn't be able to. Giga Death for 9. We'll bounce the Megagargo and the Rapid. But hold on, the Rapidmon has protection since it Digivolved and there's green Tamers on the field, so it can't be bounced to the hand or deck. That sucks. We have an ace in hand. If we have an ace in hand, I mean, man, this is a close one. This is a close one. Go to Terriermon. We still have the Rapidmon. The Rapidmon no longer has protection. We go to the Gargo. Reduce it by 1. It's gonna suspend 2. So it's gonna suspend the Imperialdramon. Oh, if there's nothing in security, it should be GG's, because this Gargomon also prevents your Digimon from digivolving, so they would not be able to blast Digivolve. And that's exactly what we're gonna see right here. This would have worked, but because of Megagargomon, you cannot Digivolve. Oh my goodness. It's all depending on the security right here. What is it? Gargo is at 13, and it's by 1,000. Oh my, that would have been so nuts. That overflow would have been so nuts.